Hello, I'm Jashikins, and welcome to another episode of Jash Reads. Today, we are continuing reading Animorphs number 6, The Capture by Kay Applegate. Today, also, Miney has decided to act up as if in protest that I would dare think of working out and, making my health better, so, yay! Okay, let's do this. The next morning, when it seemed like no one was watching, the Yerk tried again. He morphed into an ant. He got 3 feet before running into a group of ants from a different colony. About 40 of them attacked. They were ripping the ant body apart when the Yerk demorphed and returned to human form. "This is a savage planet," he said. "We will tame this world when we take it over." But I don't think even he believed it anymore. It was around 9 in the morning on Saturday that the Yerk first took over my body and brain. By Monday evening, when the sun went down, he was growing distracted, unable to concentrate clearly. By the time the moon rose in a newly clear, starry sky, he was weak with hunger. His slug body cried out for Kandrona rays, the way a human would cry for food or water. I could feel his arrogance evaporate. I could feel his despair. He still had fantasies of being rescued, but he couldn't make those fantasies end very well. Even if he was rescued, he would no longer be the big hero who had destroyed the Animorphs. He would try to think of clever ways to outwit my friends, but he could never be sure who was in the woods around us, or what form they might have taken. He tried to take on a bird shape again, reforming the peregrine falcon. The DNA had not been affected by the injuries Cassie had caused to the earlier morph, of course. The falcon was fine, but it was daylight this time, and Tobias landed while the falcon was still half morphed. He grabbed the falcon head in his talon and simply explained that if the Yerk did not demorph, he would be killed. For the first time, the Yerk broke his silence with the others and spoke as a Yerk. "If you kill me, you'll kill your friend as well," he warned. "Yes," Tobias said. "I know. You won't do it. Right from the start, we have all said the same thing. Better to die than be a controller," Tobias said. "But in any case, I don't need to kill you. I can simply put your eyes out. A blind falcon doesn't fly far." The Yerk surrendered and demorphed. We waited as the minutes and hours of the night ticked away. I still hoped for a miracle to save him, but his hunger was a terrible thing, growing with every second. "You think you'll win," he sneered at me. "You won't win. Your people are blind to what is happening, and the Andalites will not return in time. Maybe, but you won't be there to see it." I said. It must be 4 in the morning. 5 hours left. Tick tock. You're a cruel little human, aren't you? I don't think so. You know I am dying and you laugh at me. What do you expect? Pity? He laughed. No, we don't offer pity, and we don't accept pity. We are the masters of the galaxy, conquerors of the Hawk Bajir, and yeah, I know, the mighty Yerk Empire. After that, he said nothing to me for a while. It was impossible to sleep. He sat with my eyes open. He was too hungry to rest. The hunger infiltrated his mind. It twisted his thoughts. The Yerk homeworld is a simpler place than this planet. Simple and elegant. No more than 100 animal species. What do you have on Earth? 1,000,000 species? More? What does a planet need with 1,000,000 species? I didn't answer. His time was running out. Let him talk. The Yerks evolved as parasites, not predators. Unlike you humans, we did not kill to eat. We were peaceful. We took many different species as our hosts, and as they evolved, so did we. Over time, the Geds evolved. They were sort of like a monkey, I suppose. We were in the Geds till the Andalites first came. Some of our people still have nothing better than Geds for hosts. What about the Andalites? I asked. What happened when they came to your world? Of course, the Andalite has not told you that. The Andalite has not told you their story, has he? What a pity. It's such a fine story. And your pet Andalite, ask your pet Andalite axe sometime. Ask him. Ask him about the story of the Andalites and the Yerks. Maybe I will, I said. I hoped the Yerk would keep talking, but he fell silent. The hours passed. An owl left and was replaced by another. The moon went down. Dawn was coming. I could feel it. Yes, the Yerk said, having read my thoughts. Dawn. Just a few hours left. He cried out in silent pain. The fugue. It begins. The fugue? The final hours. You will not enjoy it. Although you may learn a great deal, human, you may learn more than you want. I was watching his pain from far away. I was an observer, close enough to know what he was feeling, but feeling none of it myself. At first it was wave after wave of pain, starvation, and death by thirst, all rolled into one agony. Sun came up. Cassie stepped into the shack from the woods outside. She looked at me and nodded. It's happening, isn't it? I wanted to answer, but even now, my voice was not my own. Cassie came and sat down beside me, beside us. Axe says this part is pretty rough. Just remember, when it's all over, I'll be here. She slipped her hand into my hand. I could feel it, So could the Yerk, but he did not reject this small bit of comfort, even though it was intended for me and not him. His mind was deteriorating. His thoughts were becoming more visible to me, like a movie that kept drifting in and out of focus. I saw images from a strange place, as seen through strange eyes. Liquid all around, shapes like squids shooting through the liquid. Yerks swimming in the yerk pool, soaking up Kandrona rays. And there were images of the first host, a Ged. So, I thought, that's what a Ged looks like. I had seen a few aboard the Yerk mothership, but had not known what they were. They were humanoid, short and stooped, with webbed feet and 3 clumsy fingers. I saw the world as the Yerk had seen it, through Ged eyes. The vision was dim. The hearing was better. The Yerk had been excited at getting his first host. He had subdued the Ged mind with ruthless ease, crushing it with his superior intelligence and will. The memory, God, the memory made me sick. The Ged's bewilderment, his fear, and the Yerk's fierce arrogance. I turned my attention away from the memory and back to the world around me. To my surprise, I noticed that my arms were shaking. My legs were shaking. Cassie had put her arm around my shoulders. Jake, if you can hear me, it's almost 8. 1 hour to go. Jake, the yerk in your head is dying. Yes, I wanted to say, he is. And that's the end of that chapter. I just want to point out something before I say anything else. Tobias was a fucking badass. Temrash confronts Tobias going, "You don't want to kill your friend, do you? You don't really want to kill your friend." Tobias is like, "Fuck you. You don't tell me what the fuck I want. You don't know me." Tobias is a fucking gift. I'm sorry for all the little screw ups there. And, like, Temrash is an awful character. I will. Awful as in, he's a villain, no doubt about that. And it's really interesting to see how he reacts when he's about to die. Because I just feel like all the arrogance is still there, but it's really depleted. He's given up. And while I don't think he ever likes Jake, he's a little more kind in Temrash terms. It's not like, oh, I hope everything's well. But he's, kind of go, yeah, this is going to fucking hurt for you. This is going to be painful. But, with Temrash kindness, it's never really kind. It's just sort of ish. That's why I sort of add the suffix ish. Because it's like kind, but not really kind-ish. And it's also interesting just to see Temrash just weak. Just weak like that. But even in his weakened state, you can tell he's trying to do what he can to disrupt the Animorphs. Well, he's saying, so your pet Andalite Axe hasn't told you the story of how the Yerk and Andalite War got started? Well, why don't you ask? Like, it wasn't, something where he's like, oh, I totally want you to learn. It's, okay, I want some shit to start even after I'm dead, so here's going. And if you and I won't say if you want to know more about it, stay tuned. But we do get an explanation of what happened in Animorphs number 8, and also the Hork-Bajir Chronicles does start out with that whole conflict between Yeerks and Andalites. So yeah, it's so trust me, you'll learn. So what I can say without saying any major spoilers, just finding out about how the whole Yeerk Andalite conflict started. I can't remember how it's feels for, first time reader, but let me tell you, it will make you shit yourself. Like, holy shit. It's like, so if this is the first time reading, if you've only read this chronologically to number 6, and you think you know what's started the whole conflict, you're probably going to be wrong. So when it's revealed, you'll probably be like, holy shit. And okay, this is really too early in the series for this to really make me sound like anything other than an asshole, but I'm going to say it anyways. I prefer the Yeerks to the Andalites. And yeah, that's all I'm going to say on the matter. And as the series goes on, you'll see maybe you'll start to change your point of view, and you'll be pro Yeerk, anti Andalite like myself. We'll see how it goes. Just yeah, basically the whole reveal of what started the Yeerk-Andalite War really makes you reconsider stuff about good guys and bad guys. And that's really what is very impactful about the series is it, and at some points this series doesn't give you clear answers, and you'll really want clear answers to know how to feel. So okay, with my asshole comment out of the way, like, hey, I like Yeerks and not the majority of Andalite. They'll see what I mean. And I don't know if that will make it a big spoiler or not, but maybe that'll help you decipher and figure it out before it happens. Or maybe it won't. In any case, I'm not going to answer any comments on the YouTube channel. But anyways, what are your thoughts and feelings about this chapter? Please comment below. Please remember, no major spoilers. I'm hoping people discover this series via these videos, so no major spoilers in the comment section. If you are watching on the YouTubes and you do want to talk spoilers, go in the description and there is a link to my Tumblr Ask box, and go wild with spoilers there. And if you just watch this video and it's one of your first times really understanding Animorphs and you're like, oh my gosh, I totally need to read this right now. If you're on the YouTubes, link in the description. If you're on my blog day blog, link below this video, and those links provide you to where you can buy your very own copy of Animorphs number 6, The Capture by K. Applegate. I'm also asking that you like this video if you do like it, and subscribe to my YouTube channel so you won't miss out on any more Animorphs dramatic readings. And in maybe a week or so, I will be getting a review out of the Star Wars book Shatterpoint by Matthew Stover. So if you did like that book, if you do like Star Wars, ta-da. But anyways, subscribe so you can, catch that content. I zoned out and I'm like, okay, I'm going on this whole spiel. Oh, there I am. And if you're watching on my blog and watching on the desktop version of my blog, please choose the follow by email option. So you won't miss on any content like this wonderful Animorphs dramatic reading. And also remember that I don't just do videos like this. I also have written posts, some longer than others, so keep tuned. And okay, now is a lovely part of I make a small graphic and start work on a small graphic, and you can drink along while watching and pretend, I don't know, something or other. You can make a better scenario than I just shittily thought up. And well, yeah, I work on it slowly, and I might talk about my real life. I just might talk about the graphic. Who knows at this point? Okay, so the last time we left off, we had just gotten the two images we were going to use, and I decided to stop with the graphic at that point, so we didn't really work on the background like I had planned to. Let's see. Lift, face. Okay. I don't know. I'm trying. This is going to be. You know, Drogon and Jorah, so we have to think of a little bit of placement here. I mean, remember, we can like cut off the bottom point there. This looks great, but it's, you know, tilted upwards. I don't know, maybe we could do this. I don't know, I wanted something up close and personal. I don't really trust doing a lingamy. I don't know, I'd never really heard of it before, and I don't know. I'm really, really careful what I trust and what I don't. Let's see, we could work with this. Let's see. I think I could work with this. I think this is workable. You just have to put some picture there, so. I wanted clear, no plants. And this is what the lovely. So let's see. As I said earlier in the video, I actually planned to start exercising today. Actually, that looks really fucking good there. Really fucking good there. Let's see. Sorry, I'm going to start with my day. Let's see. Oh, shit. Fuck. Let's see. Wall art, phone case. Shit. So I assume I'm not going to use this. Shit. It was perfect. Oh, that is a lovely game there. Goddamn. Now, this would be actually great to have Jorah standing there and, you know, Drogon somewhere here. But the fact is that Drogon is basically just a head that's going to have to jut out. Shit. Rock, flip, picture, background images. Let's see what this does. Sorry. Wow. Okay. Okay, got it. Cookies. So as I was saying before, I was going to actually exercise today. I was going to be good, start to exercise. But the problem was I woke up and just my knee was in goddamn really pain there. Was just in pain. And it sucked. Because I'm like, oh yeah, today's the day I'm going to actually, you know, I'm going to be good. I'm going to start to exercise because short distance away from my house, an easy ass walking distance. I there's this. There are some, not really a gym, but I guess sort of like a semi gym, and they have equipment where I can run and stuff. And I was like, okay, today's the day. But after putting some Voltaren gel on, that's the first time today I haven't really been in pain. Plus, I'm really sitting down. So, like, even if in like an hour or two my leg and knee felt fine, I'm honestly, I'm not going to risk it. I'm not going to go, yeah, I'm feeling great, and then for 2 days I'll like shit. Yeah, because I like to keep in good health. So the next time I'll be able to exercise, I think, would be Wednesday or Friday. So, and RS. I'm like, where's the R's? I escaped them. They've gone away. No, let's see. Oh, fuck. Okay. Let's see if I make you go bigger. Okay, I'm going to maybe mess around a little bit with how the background looks, but I just need to test. We'll call this, we're going to do the little Drogon test there. Okay, I think I'm going to have to. Oh, fuck. Sorry, now I am messing around. I'm not going to mess around with stuff. Oh, fuck. I wonder what it's like if I'm not gonna mess around. Okay, that does work, because if I start putting characters, then I'm going to start really going all out there. But I want to do something with that. Okay, I think I did a simple little graphic last night when the teaser trailer for latest Game of Thrones came out, and so I'm going to try to do what I was doing there. Let's see, color value. Let's see, red. No, let's. Okay, let's actually do. Let's see. Okay, Okay, we're testing this. Okay, let's. Once I do this little color thing, this is going to be in. Okay. Because there's like always this point, if you notice, that it's like the moment of change. Okay, I think that's it. Okay. Okay, let's save as project, and hey, let's do Jorah Dragon Rider. I'm totally not using this point to work on graphics that I wouldn't otherwise be able to, because I'm totally not that sort of person. Okay, so that's it. We worked a little bit on the background there, and there are actually just 2 more chapters of Animorphs number 6 left. And okay, now the next video will be more of Animorphs number 6, The Capture by Kay Applegate, and that will air tonight. So please keep tuned. Woo!